Na corner! Taga! Woo! Taga! Woo! Taga! Taga! Woo! Taga!
Manny Pacquiao should not take his next fight against Mario Barrios after being injured during training earlier today. Manny Pacquiao's training tape has elicited a wide range of reactions since he resumed training this week. However, the recent injury is why many of his fans have changed their tone and called for a retreat on his behalf.
The champions on Boots' radar. I mean, I still think it's bizarre that Manny Pacquiao's fighting for a world title 5 years out of the ring and just not anywhere near at world level anymore. Like that's boxing and it's the business and we understand it. I think for Boots, like we talked about fighters that have won the legacy, all he wants to do is fight the champions. And I think physically it would be more beneficial for him to move to 154. But he just, he is world champion at 47. So whilst he can...
Manny Pacquiao suffered a shoulder injury after appearing to indicate early weariness in training video when he hit the punching bag and gloves. According to reports, he has been nursing the ailment for nearly a decade, going back to his bout with Floyd Mayweather Jr. when he complained of a sprain in his shoulder that he suffered just 2 weeks before the fight, affecting the rate at which he delivered punches so poorly.
In every training that you have, it will come back, the pain.
So against Floyd in the ring that night, did you feel handicapped where you couldn't throw with that, that hand?
I feel like, disappointed in myself because when I'm throwing punches in the 4th round, because he's leaning on the rope and attacking him, starting my pressure to him. But I feel like when I throw my hands, I feel like I cut my hands. I feel like...
Unfortunately, the exact ailment reappeared as he hit the punching bag. He yelled as he suddenly felt intense pain. He was quickly treated before extra steps were made to ensure he felt better right away, and a medical crew on the ground wrapped a bandage around his damaged arm. He guaranteed that the injury would have no effect on the fight and would heal within a few days or weeks. Then he returned to the gym and put everything back together. "My ailment is not major. I will recover and return to the ring soon." July 19th is the same, guys, Manny Pacquiao stated.
Papayag ko. Papayag ko. Sige na, bagay.
Tinggal po na. Wow, bago ka mo?
Pacquiao had already signaled that he was returning to the spotlight with the publication of a 38-second video of him practicing furiously in modest apparel. The Filipino throws combinations at the punching bag with the same intensity that carried him to a division victory. Boxing Kingdom published the video with a clear message. The legend is back. Pacquiao, 46 years old and nearly 4 years out of the ring, is set to battle Mario Barrios, the current World Boxing Council welterweight champion. The bout, set for July 19th in Las Vegas, pits two generations with vastly contrasting styles against one another. Barrios, 16 years younger, is in great form, riding a winning streak because to his persistent pressure and solid jab. The fight is more than just a revival, it is a war against time. While the short video was visually striking, it eventually led to a comparison. Mike Tyson ahead of his return versus Jake Paul. Tyson likewise appeared to be in excellent physical condition during training, displaying speed and power reminiscent of his prime. Yet, when fight day came, age was evident. The clip's energy did not move to the ring, and the illusion gave way to reality. Many people are worried that Pacquiao may follow his footsteps. While he moves confidently in the video, there are other elements to be concerned about, like his low guard, loss of mobility, and indicators of premature exhaustion. For an elite fighter, these cues serve as unambiguous warnings. Unlike well-crafted drills, genuine fights require consistent rhythm, quick responses, and constant adaptation. Facing a live opponent, such as Barrios, is not the same as shining for half a minute in front of a punching bag. Concerns were made not only regarding physical performance, but also about the motivations for returning. Despite the criticism, there were also words of support. Some fans knew that power is the last thing to go, and that even with the chances stacked against him, the Filipino could still surprise. This combination of skepticism and hope describes the general expectation. Nobody knows what to expect, but everyone will be watching. Pacquiao has previously defied the unthinkable, starting as a flyweight and rising to the rank of global celebrity. His career has been a series of inconceivable achievements.
So my legs tight.
Yeah, we saw that you didn't use your legs as much, not as much footwork from you, and not as much head movement from you as well. Was it a matter of tightness? Was that the issue?
Yeah, my legs is so tight. That's why it's hard to move.
Do you think that's father time? 42 years old, still doing this, man, going the distance here against yes, look at this. This crowd is so pumped to be here. They came to see you. What do you want?
But boxing does not often have happy ends, and this time the task is different. It is not just about winning a fight, but also about leaving a legacy. Pacquiao is 17 years older than Barrios, who is 29 and in his athletic prime. Several members of the boxing community have expressed concerns about Pacquiao's health leading up to the fight, and his latest training footage has just added to those fears.
Pacquiao, why? What do you think? You think Barrios? Are you joking?
Pacquiao's hands appear rapid in the 30-second video of him punching the bag, but his feet lag behind, as several fans pointed out in the comments section. One ex-user wrote, "Legs are gone." Another remark said, "Them legs ain't there." But that pop and quick twitch still is. A third person added, "He got tired the first time I've ever seen him get fatigued hitting the bag's bad sigh, but good luck to him. Legend." A fourth said, "We are about to see Manny's live death. It's a sad day in the boxing world." Meanwhile, someone else just noticed, "This is unfortunate. His best days are behind him. If Pacquiao can upset the apple cart and beat Barrios, he will become the second oldest world champion of all time."
Are you serious?
Pacquiao's like 50.
He's 46. But he's still Pacquiao.
No, he's not. I think Barrios.
You said Pacquiao. I think Pacquiao.
I think so. 0-10.
Bernard Hopkins now holds the record at 49 years and 297 days old. Although B-Hop was still actively involved in the sport at the time and stayed fully committed to training until his retirement at age 51, Pacquiao is a different story entirely. The Filipino legend has spent the last 4 years focusing on his political career and hasn't been working out like he should at his age. But boxing great Manny Pacquiao is returning from retirement in July to fight Mario Barrios for the World Boxing Council welterweight title. Pacquiao's team broke the news on Thursday, just hours after he admitted defeat in a quest for another seat in the Philippine Senate.
Manny Pacquiao will face Mario Barrios for the WBC 147-pound title this coming July 19th in Las Vegas. Manny Pacquiao is 46 years old and has officially been retired for 4 years now. And as much as it sucks to admit it, obviously this is no longer the same Pacquiao, and it's been evident not only from his last professional fight against Ugas, but also based on his most recent exhibition fight. Now in theory, Pacquiao's power is still there, and I feel like it's always gonna be there.
The former A-Division champion was defeated in his bid for a second term as a senator and conceded the race. Pacquiao placed 18th overall in the 2025 Philippine election, receiving 1,028,499 votes as a representative of the Federal Party of the Philippines. The election results signified Pacquiao's second straight political setback. The immensely popular person from General Santos City previously stood for president, but came third in the 2022 Philippine elections. Pacquiao went out like a humble warrior, as he had been throughout his illustrious fighting career and even in his earlier political setback.
For the most part. However, without the speed and his reflexes, in which Pacquiao has heavily relied to pretty much all throughout his career, that said power is kinda useless if he can't really put that into execution. This move to have Pacquiao return for a championship fight after a 4-year layoff is also a slap to many WBC fighters in the rankings. Not to mention, shows that in boxing, rules will always be bent.
The 46-year-old warhorse was joined by his wife, Ginny, longtime assistant coach Bubo Fernandez, and personal assistant David Sisson, among others, as he made his way past a crowd and into a black caravan to leave Lax. Pacquiao was already in his usual public training practice at a park in the Fairfax district on Monday morning. Pacquiao will work with his longtime mentor, Hall of Fame trainer Freddie Roach, at Wild Card. Sean Gibbons, Pacquiao's advisor and the CEO of his promotional company, told The Ring that Vivo Manny will train at Wild Card. Pacquiao and Roach were such a strong team during their heyday. At the city of Los Angeles honored Roach on Sunday by naming the famous gym property Freddie Roach Square as the community celebrated the gym's 30th anniversary. Pacquiao, the 8-division champion, will be inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame over the first weekend in June and will then turn his attention back to Barrios, a 30-year-old who was not even born when the Filipino hero made his pro debut in 1995. However, the World Boxing Council re-entered Pacquiao in its rankings earlier this month at number 5, and the hand-picked Barrios is viewed as a very winnable fight. When a long-planned fight with Pacquiao failed to materialize last year, Barrio moved focus and fought to a stunning split draw against Abel Ramos in November. When queried by a group of reporters about the 16-year age gap and the dangers of returning now, Pacquiao smiled and said, "Don't worry about it. It's a difficult road for anyone his age to take, but many can do it," Roach told The Ring in a statement sent by his publicist, Fred Sternberg. Pacquiao also hinted that his son Jim will make his professional start on a show that is expected to include a rematch between World Boxing Council junior middleweight champion Sebastian Fundora and Tim Tissue.
We're here in Manila with the great legendary champion Manny Pacquiao, Sean Gibbons, and Manny is announcing the creation of the memorial for the 50th anniversary of Ali Frazier, the Thrill in Manila.
That was 50 years ago.
So next October 1st, 2025, many surprises to come. Yeah. And we will fully support all your efforts.
It's going to be a big event.
He's 46 now, and even as his son, I adore him. He's my father. There is also worrying there. Jimu told reporters at Roach's celebration in Hollywood that there was a problem. Fitness won't be a problem. Pacquiao's comeback campaign has long been planned, and it became clear last week when he accepted loss in a bid for another seat in the Philippine Senate, finishing 18th in the midterm elections. "I may not have won my Senate campaign, but I am eternally thankful for every vote, prayer, and support," Pacquiao stated in a statement released in Filipino last week. The war continues, as does work for God, the country, and each Philippine number
You're looking in tremendous shape. You're ready to fight Barrios tonight and make history, Manny.
Manny, you excited to step into the ring again?
Yes.
What do you think of Barrios? He's a big, strong, he's young, he's 30. You have 16 years on him, Manny.
Don't worry about it. Manny, for a lot of people, you're the greatest fighter in history, the only individual champion, the only champion in 4 different decades. When you beat Barrios, what does that say?
Oh, it's a big thing for me.
And congratulations, you're in the Hall of Fame.
Yes, June. How are you, madam?
Manny Pacquiao's fame and buzz are growing, despite critiques of his comeback fight against Mario Barrios, as the boxing legend prepares for the big battle on July 19th. The excitement hasn't faded. Rather, the appearance of his son, Emmanuel Pacquiao Jr., also known as Jim Will, at the fight camp appears to have enthralled a few. A video of the father-son tandem training at a park is getting popularity, and several viewers quickly took to their keyboards to share their comments. Manny Pacquiao came in the United States a few days ago to start his fight camp. The boxing superstar, the only fighter to have won championships in 8 divisions, announced his retirement after losing a title chance to Yordenis Ugas in 2021.
Roger Fernandez. Si Roger Fernandez.
While speculation of the 46-year-old icon's return persisted, footage of him training with his team and son gave some hope that he still has enough magic in him to pull off the unbelievable. Fight Hub TV shared a footage of Manny Pacquiao and his staff assembling at what appears to be Pan Pacific Park in Los Angeles. A minute later, the video showed Jinul shadowboxing on the basketball floor. Tackman and the rest of the squad were closely watching. Soon, the father's instincts took over, and the legend acted to correct the son's actions. Jinul stared intently as his famed father did his famous speed drills. On his YouTube page, Jinul Pacquiao presents himself as an aspiring boxer and, presumably, singer. Jimmy Well will surely benefit from having such a legendary guy as a father and a professional team offering round-the-clock care. The Glendale native has yet to pursue a professional career and has had a mixed bag of amateur success thus far. After a run of losses, he defeated Patrick Reyes at the Las Vegas Spring Rumble last month. Nonetheless, Jim's training methods and physical similarity to his father drew numerous comments from fans. The video certainly inspired one enthusiast, who wrote, "Good videos. Manny and his son are looking, and while some fighters don't, a handful do bring their families to the gym to train. Perhaps the presence of a loved one standing close motivates them to work harder." The striking similarity between Manny Pacquiao and his son encouraged this user. They said, "Look at Manny's son's legs." Manny Pacquiao's fighting style was distinguished by his quick, agile footwork, which resulted in Pac-Man's defining move, a rapid, explosive lunge at the opponent. To accomplish this, he focused on training his legs.
Just give me your thoughts right now. Your dad was kind of trying to fix your shadow boxing. He was giving you some insight. What was he telling you?
He was just telling me, use my feet more, because like in boxing, everybody knows how to throw the same kind of punches, the jabs.
The following one found a similarity in his movements. That's totally plausible. Jimmy could be working with one of his father's old coaches. But, unlike Pacquiao, the young boxer is orthodox. The leg worship continued. His son has strong legs like Manny, which gives him a lot of power, stated one fan. Though they apparently bothered him later in his career, Pacquiao's massive calf muscles were definitely one of the tools he used to beat larger, stronger opponents.
But what sets a good fighter apart is his feet. So that's what he was telling me.
Yeah. So when he tells you something, does it register quickly? And do you feel that you're adding it to your game, or?
Oh yeah. Every time he gives me advice, you know, I'm
Another one. Strong leg muscles, like his father, Manny Pacquiao, who worked relentlessly to build his own. Videos of the past world champion utilizing plyometric workouts to increase strength and speed have gone viral. Nonetheless, the video sparked speculation among fans about whether Jama will fight on his father's undercard. What are your views on Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios? What are your expectations for the fight? Please share your ideas on all of them in the comments box. And that is all for now. Stay up to current on boxing news, moments, events, and activities by subscribing to our YouTube channel. And don't forget to switch on notifications to be told when we post quality material like this.